This is one of those guys. He's one of those celebrity realtors, and he's saying that landlords are now price gouging after the wildfires. Let's get into it, y'all. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's spend no more than 10 minutes on this one, okay?
For more on the housing crisis in Los Angeles and the challenges for people just looking for a place to live after losing everything, I want to bring in Jason Oppenheim. He's the president and founder of the real estate brokerage, the Oppenheim Group, and you probably know him as one of the stars of the Netflix show Selling Sunset. He also announced he will be donating $100,000 to the Los Angeles Fire and Police Department. Jason, thanks for joining Top Story tonight.
You know what the problem is with donating? Is that we don't really know where the money goes. When y'all donate to these organizations, because I know that every natural disaster, I remember when they was doing it for Haiti. Haiti still messed up. Wyclef was over there looking stupid. They do it for cancer foundations and all of that. I'm not telling you not to donate, but I'm just telling you to be a little bit more careful of who you donate to, because we don't know where this money goes. 95% of most donations go to administrative costs, building, salaries, getting to and from, cars, fees. 5%, less than 5% in most of these organizations actually go to the cause itself. So just be careful where y'all giving y'all money at. Y'all might be giving $5,000 to the cause and $95,000 to the people.
You are in the real estate business, right? So high prices would be good business for you, but you're sickened by what you're seeing out there. Explain to our viewers why.
Thank you, Donnie.
So we offered our services for free to anyone that had been displaced by the fires. You know, we've received dozens of people calling us and emailing us from Altadena to the Palisades. So I was on the MLS searching for homes for people, and I kept seeing these up arrows. And I never see up arrows. It was not a strong rental market. You don't have people increasing their rents. And I couldn't believe it. So I started taking screenshots and posting them on social media. And then I did some research, and it was pretty obvious that they were breaking the law. I mean, there's a penal code out there. The government created a state of emergency. So since then, I've just been trying to get some press to let landlords know that what they're doing is not only immoral, but also illegal, and they need to stop.
How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about when things happen, natural disasters, all of this stuff? Do you believe that is the obligation of a person that has free will? Now, I'm not saying, and I'm not talking about the laws that's in California. I don't know what the laws are for when they have a state of emergency and what the costs are. But I'm asking this question because I'm just genuinely curious. In a capitalistic market, should people be able to increase the prices that it would cost because they're going to have to lock in a potential long-term tenant? It may take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years for these people to rebuild. Should they be able to raise the prices in the rental market or become more opportunistic because there's an opportunity to make more money? Or should they be required to limit the amount of money that they can make on a rental property because they know the demand is going to be so high and it is a quote-unquote state of emergency? Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the chat.
Officials are calling it sick. They're calling it gross. Talk to me about the percentage increases you were seeing.
First, I don't want to paint...
Ooh, we got a lot of commotion inside of the chat today. Just the way I like it. Everybody is on a different side of the fence. Some people saying yes. Some people saying no. Some people saying yes due to market demand. Some people saying, nah, that's immoral. Other people saying, yes, it's immoral, but it shouldn't be illegal. Oh, I like this. It's just capitalism, baby. Free market, required to limit. I'm going to save my thoughts. Ernest, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to be reading that shortly. I'm going to save my thoughts to the end, and I'm going to tell you what I believe is the right or wrong thing to do. Let's continue.
Everyone is taking advantage of the situation. Most landlords, and a lot of my clients have called and offered to put their properties in the market at or below market and to increase supply. But there absolutely were some bad apples. Some of the ones that I posted were, someone was asking in Altadena $4,500, and then the next day it was $6,000 when they couldn't get $4,500 a month previously. I sent a client to a property that was asking $13,000 a month. He offered $20,000 a month because there were so many people at the house. He offered to pay 6 months in advance, and the landlord came back and asked for $23,000 a month.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. If you are in the market, because there are some big time buyers out here, if you get to the point to where you're willing to pay $20,000 a month, let me say my thoughts. I said I was gonna save them to the end, right? 20,000 a month. You know what type of client you are? You willing to pay $250,000 a year? Okay.
When I heard that, I don't know. I went ballistic. I just couldn't believe it. We're out here with a hard enough job representing hundreds of displaced families, and we have very few properties, and we have to deal with greedy land. I couldn't take it.
He says 6 months ahead. Now, I'm not the sharpest knife in the tool shed, but 20 times, he said 6 months. I was about to say 20 times 10. So you willing to pay, what is that, $120,000? You willing to pay $120,000 6 months ahead? Look like I'm in the wrong market.
How hard is it for your clients that are looking for a place out there? I've spoken to a lot of families who say they look at a property and there are 50 people all bidding for the same property, and then they're asking very personal questions. They want people of high incomes to be renting these homes now as well. I mean, it's very difficult out there.
It's almost impossible. We have clients competing against other clients right now. Every house that comes on the market, if it even comes on the market, gets 15 applications in the first day. The unfortunate truth is that a lot of people that want to live in the communities where they grew up and the communities where their children go to school, they're not going to be able to. We need to increase supply, and unfortunately, we haven't even seen the people come off the sidelines yet that are in hotels that haven't even been able to receive authorization from their insurance companies so they can go out into the marketplace. It's going to actually get worse.
Well, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are, okay? Some people in the chat are saying that it's immoral. Other people in the chat say, hey, baby, that's capitalism. That's just the way that it is. It's market demand. I'll share it to you like this. This is my thoughts. Where was all of the immoral and this and that when nobody had an opportunity to rent their stuff and they still had to carry that mortgage? Where was the immorality for the landlords when they put in the rent moratorium and they said people didn't have to pay rent for an extended period of time and you just had to figure it out, or you had to contact your mortgage company and determine whether or not you was going to even be able to keep your property or ask for an extension? Where's all of this morality? Because most landlords only own 1, 2, or 3 properties. They are not mass landlords. They are not large companies. They're not none of that. So it's only immoral if it happens on one side. But the market conditions shouldn't apply when you going through something, right? I'm just asking the questions. I gotta ask the questions. Nobody cares until it then starts to pull on your heartstrings. Then we gotta move away from a capitalistic market and we gotta start accommodating how you feel about it, right? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Let me tell you something. I come from Detroit. Nobody cares. Nobody cared, and nobody will care. If you can't meet the expectations, you get priced out. When the market was depressed, everybody said deal with it. Now that the market is up over there, they can't capitalize off of it. Interesting. So I'm supposed to feel sorry for you because you are, but my kids, my kids, they can't go to the same schools. We got some schools right over here in Baltimore that you can go to right next to that vacant in that row house. My kid used to go to a school of choice. Well, find somewhere else for your kid to go now. It's called being displaced. When people get kicked out of their homes or they get foreclosed on or they can't pay their rent, guess what? They got to move schools. You know, the market determines what the market determines. You can't sit here and tell me what's immoral and what's not immoral. You can't pick and choose because you wasn't paying no attention when everything was bad out here in these streets. But when everything is good, we up. We up. The price of the brick is up. The price of the brick has increased. Listen, miss me. Miss me with your morality argument. Morals don't exist here when it comes to capitalism. Because it didn't exist for you when I was suffering. We all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. We all the way up. That's what you get for going to California. You knew it was going to be a wildfire. You didn't know. You telling me the people down there in Florida, that's down there in the Keys, that's over there in Tampa, over there in Miami, they don't know it's a possibility that it could be a hurricane? Okay, don't worry about it. We going to get there. We going to get there. Let me hear if you got anything else to say. I'm a little different.
You're an expert in real estate. You know Los Angeles maybe better than anyone. What do you think happens?
You know, for the people that aren't insured, I don't even want to it's too heartbreaking to even discuss. But for those that are insured, I'm not sure that a lot of these people want to rebuild their homes. I mean, these are people in their 60s, 70s, a dentist, a nurse. These aren't contractors. These people aren't equipped or prepared to spend 3 years of their life managing a complicated build project. But the truth is, we're going to need to probably have developers buy the land from people who have already lost their homes. And honestly, it's the job of the real estate agents now to make sure that they get very fair prices for their land, and we do not.
Somebody said, I could see why the peasants rebelled during medieval time. Rebellion. What you think, we ain't going to capitalize off of that? We going to sell you swords. Yeah, we are. Listen, no matter what you do, we going to figure out how to. This is America, baby. This is America. Banks was too big to fail. You think I ain't going to figure out how to get you a sword so you can rebel? You think I ain't going to wait for you to rebel so that you can tear up your own neighborhood and then tear it up like the 67 riots, and then it's going to be white flight again, and then you're going to be complaining about the environment that you live in a way that your kids is growing up with generational curses? We don't care. Rebel then. Rebel. We don't care. You think we're not going to figure out how to make money off your rebellion? You think we're not going to be doing a rebellion live stream immediately? Hey, they're over there rebelling in California in medieval times. We're going to be catching a wave no matter what. Do what you will. We're coming for the dollars, okay? That's what we're going to do.
Represent people that are trying to take advantage of people that have already lost their homes. But it's going to be difficult. We will rebuild, I have no question.
Yeah. We get it, buddy. We get it. It's immoral, and we want to make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. I say run it up. That's what I say. I know that I'm supposed to say, hey, no, guys, make sure that you guys doing what we already as taxpayers on the hook about fixing y'all neighborhoods. Forget y'all. Nobody thinking about what y'all talking about. We all the way up.